Welcome back into the Madison Marriott West Hotel as we get into the winner's semis of our upper bracket. At the moment, we are dropping in on a game that should be very, very competitive. Mom Buy Me Legos and Game of Throws. Both teams have been absolute powerhouses throughout the group stages as well. They both won their last series 3-0. One of these teams has to lose. Who's it going to be?
Oh, we're doing that.
We're doing that now. No, I'm kidding. You're good.
Well, obviously we saw both teams yesterday. I believe I wasn't there to cast Mom Buy Me Legos.
Yeah.
But knowing the players and how well Mom, one half of that roster, obviously had won the last MidwestLAN event that we had. Lego took second place, so now they're super teaming this up. But we've seen Game of Throws yesterday for sure, and they looked incredible. So I expect a powerhouse of a matchup.
Yeah,
today.
very, very mechanical game coming up, as this is a best-of-5, very competitive game as well. I don't expect this to be anything short of an absolute full package of Rocket League skill as that will be on display. With that said, again, both these teams, they've been powerhouses. They've run through just about everybody that they have come up against. We're getting to the point now where we see those competitive teams go against each other and try to separate one from the other.
Yeah, exactly. And for this matchup, we talked about how MechOG in their last game just controlled everything.
Yeah.
But this one is going to be a mixture of both speed and control, right? These are all very mechanical players, and then they all have that sense of teamwork in a sense of that. So there's going to be a lot to break down here. But I want to get into it, man. I'm ready.
We talked about Mom Buy Me Legos and their roster. Mom and Lego on the other side. Game of Throws is Andy and Parker RL. Those are the 4 players in this matchup. All know they're ready to get ready. We're still working on they're working on joining at the moment, so we will have action for you. It's a best-of-5, as one of these teams is going into the winner's final. The other team is moving on to the lower bracket. We'll see which one that's going to be as we are underway with game number 1, as it is Game of Throws in the blue and Mom Buy Me Legos in the orange. And that is going to be Parker who loses control of that. Mom with a long touch. It's going to go off the back. Great defensive touch, and you'll see a lot of that off the back wall. Back wall play is very comfortable for both of these teams. Ceiling play, chance in front for Andy. That's going to drop down. Parker trying to find the angle, and it's going to be taken well away by Lego. Mom with the pass across. It's off the back, and Lego couldn't quite read, or Mom couldn't quite read. It doesn't matter. Plays it patient, puts it far side, 1-0.
Yeah, you see Mom here with just a banger down towards the net. It bounces off the post. Andy doesn't have a good read, and the shot placement here from Mom, he doesn't have any boost, so he's working on limited momentum. He's able to get that shot just wide enough to where Game of Throws can't get to it. It's a great first goal by them.
First strike 33 seconds in as we play it back with Park. This will be up and a chance for Andy to do something. He's got the control. He's got the carry. Good takeaway. That is Mom with the takeaway. Lego going to try to play this patiently as the ball is hit directly into him. Dribble play, looking far side. The double commit's going to work out as it'll be Parker in front, but a nice bounce shot from Mom, but it tucks it just underneath the bar.
Yeah, again, like we're talking about, the shot placement from Mom is really good here. It looks like it's a mid-air adjustment, but he's able to get the bounce on the ball, which is what throws off Parker. Yet again in the net, it bounces up and over him, unfortunately for him. But Mom already starting off with a nice 2-goal lead.
Yeah, they are off to a good start. And it looks like Game of Throws in a tough spot. That's a defensive misplay as they try to put it back out into the middle. Mom is there. Good challenge. Keeps it in. Lego going to defer defensively. This will be a chance for Game of Throws. That's a nice looking shot. Crossbar and down for Andy, making a 2-1 advantage.
And Andy knows that there's pressure on him on this play. He has, I believe, who was that? Mom. There is Mom. He even gets contact right behind him, but he flicks at seemingly the last possible second. Mom probably just didn't have enough speed to get the demo on him, unfortunately. But regardless, it's a great flick from Andy in a tight pressure spot at Game of Throws. They get one on the board pretty early.
And that is short side and off the back wall. Chance for Parker in front of the net, but Parker decides not to go for this. It's going to be off of the side wall and up into the Game of Throws territory. Defensive play. Mom flies underneath the ball and will defer to Lego here in a second. It looks like he'll be passing into the middle for him. Lego ball off the back. nope, taken away. Good play from Game of Throws. This will be back towards midfield into the offensive end. Good touch. It is Lego. That's going to bounce in frame. Good demo there by Lego as well. Might set up Mom, but the defensive play is going to keep the ball away from mid as Parker will try to take control above his crossbar.
Parker doing a lot here on defense. It was a great save on the crossbar. He was able to just maintain control of his car, first off, and the ball.
Oh!
And then he's able to get it through. And you can see Andy just now coming back into the play just to try to heat up the offense, but they got to stop Lego here from making a touch. Lego misses on that one. Now Parker's going to be able to carry it downfield.
Parker does indeed have it. He's going to try to keep the control. The flick is on target. Mom with the save. This will go back out to the left side for Andy. Andy gets demoed on the sidewall. That is savage from Mom. Trying for the second one on Parker. Couldn't get it as he flies underneath him. That's a chance for Lego. Couldn't quite put it home. That's a shot for Mom near side, scores, making a 3-1 advantage again.
And Mom, man, these shot placements from him, I love it. He finds the angle every time. And he's definitely getting a lot of power with the dominance use as well. Doing a great job. 3 for, well, he's 3 for 5, but he's got the hat trick today.
Yeah, hat trick in this game for sure. Halftime come and gone in game 1. Again, a best of 5 for a date in the winners finals. This will be off the back wall. Chance taken away by Mom. Mom's going to take the control of this along with the side boost. Has it off the nose. Dominus going full bore towards that goal line. Well taken away. Parker with the control. Tries to put it up. That'll bounce off the corner. Defensive doink by Lego is going to set it up for Mom to try to clear it. Still a problem that's in frame, but eventually they do clear the way. And Mom by Me Legos is on the offensive touch attack here. This will be off the back and a jump off the ceiling, and that is a great finish from Mom as well. And they're starting to run away.
Good setup here from Lego. He reads this one, gets an extra bounce. It bounces the ball out more towards midfield, and it allows Mom to have a closer chance to get in the shot the Game of Throws had to get to the ball. So just sets up Mom to be great there. Amazing pass play from Lego.
Just about 100 seconds to go. 3 goals separate these two teams at the moment. This will be a chance for Game of Throws to get it back in on offense. They have a little bit of control here. Up and over 1. Chance for the challenge. It doesn't go the way of Parker. And it looks like they will try to recover and keep possession for the moment. Good communication for Lego. Lego off the back. Can't quite find the angle. Mom lurking. And has to return back to defense. Dangerous area. They do get back on defense, does Parker. They do need to focus a little bit on offense here, which is going to be a bit of a dangerous mentality to live by. With a minute 5 to go, they got to start scoring. They got to start scoring basically now if they have any chance.
Yeah, they got to get into the game that we know that they can play. It's just been a very shaky first game for them. And you can see that Mom by Me Legos isn't a perfect team. You definitely have the mistakes here and there, like this pass in front of the net that Mom has to save Lego from. But it's going to be more so about confidence and challenging this ball between Game of Throws and Mom. Look, that's a bad double commit. And Mom is going to just put that in. But that's what I mean. Like, we know this team is a very good teamwork-oriented team, but they're just having a shaky start here.
Yeah, mechanics on point for Mom there. Touch off the nose, the rotation back, put it off the top, and then just guide it into the net on an empty side. 5-1, that's going to put this game away, and Mom by Me Lego is going to take game 1, and it will be imperative, I think, for Game of Throws to get at least something before this game ends and have a little bit of momentum going forward. We'll see if they can do it. This will be a dribble play in front, and Parker right on cue was able to find the goal line, 5-2.
Yeah, I believe, who was that on defense? Mom? No, that was Lego. I believe he thought something different was going to happen. He thought Parker actually had contact on that ball when he flicked into it. And Parker obviously misses that one, and so does Lego. He just rolls right in.
No, whatever works as far as that goes. 5-2 with 23 seconds to go. Trying to get a third one. You have a little bit of time to do that. That'll bounce towards the net. Mom is equal to that. Still a chance for Andy. Andy is going to miss on this pinch. It'll go back towards the blue net. A little hard bounce off the back, and that demo is going to clear up some space in the middle. A dribble play for Lego, and it's off the back. Mom trying to finish it, doesn't matter. Mom by Me Legos are going to take game 1 fairly handily. Final count 5-2.
Yeah, it was a good first game, especially for Mom though. He went 5 goals for 8 shots in that one. And it was obviously nice to see. No matter if he had full boost, no boost, just rotating into the ball on a wide angle, he was able to place the shot perfectly for that. So he's already on form in terms of shooting for today, and that's going to be something Game of Thrones has to work on stopping, just kind of getting in his way. And really, again, it just seemed as though they weren't in sync like they were yesterday, and they really got to get back into form.
Coming into this series, these two teams, very similar play styles, both possession-based as they showed yesterday. At the moment, the battle of the possession is definitely going into Mamba Milego's favor, and we got to see Game of Thrones be able to reverse the field and try to broaden this field because Mamba Milegos has done a really good job of shrinking it down to one half.
Yeah, it's all about just getting to the ball when it's in the air, reading those pass plays, and just getting, I want to say, in front of them.
Yeah.
And instead of just giving them space, thinking that they have more to do with the ball, you see you have your teammate behind you, just go up for that challenge, get that extra challenge in, and start playing the ball to each other. Get those back passes in that we know we've seen you do, and start taking control of the series because you need to do it soon.
Yep, and game two about to get underway here pretty quickly as we get set. It's another good start. A good start is imperative, of course, for Game of Throws, as they could use a couple right off the bat. Try to put Mamba Milegos on their back heels a bit. This will be off the corner. Bounce in front. That's in frame. That's dangerous, but a good save coming out. And they'll call that a clear instead. Back the other way. Andy on defense needs a touch, and he will put this crossways. Trying to keep Mamba Milegos away from their net. Lego with a touch. Mom there to try to redirect this. That's back towards the blue net, and well taken by Andy as he will take it away from the goal line. Right wing side. Andy with a touch. Doesn't get it past Mom, but tries to force the issue. That's a danger. Oh, and Andy turns back. This is still a problem.
Careful.
Hesitation and a great patient save by Andy, who now has control of the ball, but not a ton of boost to work with. Still right in the wheelhouse of Parker. This is off the back. He's got a little bit to work with, but not a ton. He's going to try to ride this down, and it's taken away by Lego as he'll take it up the sidewall.
Oh, man, he was buying Lego time, but look at that. Just a pinch gone wrong. Either way, Parker's able to make the save in time. But I like the way that they're starting to rotate here in this game. I mean, even though they got the double commit here, they're still playing as close to the ball as they can. Andy obviously denying Mom some boost, and then he's going to try to play the ball offensively. It's a bit more back and forth than what was game number one, which is good if your Game of Thrones. This is a great start.
Corner bounce, chance now the other way as Parker puts one hard towards the net. Parker puts it down now. Up over Parker goes Mom. Mom with the dribble play. Has the chance, the control. Nice save coming across by Andy as he gets there just in the nick of time. And it'll be back the other way. Off the ceiling. Coming down. Good takeaway. This will be in the corner. Andy in the corner has Parker lurking in the middle. Needs one more touch. Down to Parker, but Parker under rotated it and could not quite get the angle to put it on net.
Parker saw the double commit from Mamba Milegos, and he assumed that Andy wasn't going to get the ball through. Honestly, like most people would make that assumption, but Andy does, and he just obviously wasn't ready for it. A goal opportunity gone by the wayside, unfortunately. But despite that, we are approaching halftime here in game number two, and we have been scoreless so far, and that says more than what most people think it does.
Yeah, it does. It says a lot. This will be into frame for the moment. It says that the Game of Thrones guys can solidify their defensive standing, as we saw probably 3 goals by this time last game. Halftime come and gone now as we will be at top of the box. Chance for Mamba Milegos in the offensive chance to get back into the offensive zone. Game of Throws, that's a pop-up, that's a problem. This will be off the back, Lego there, and a good takeaway from Andy. That's going to bounce in frame. Parker should have a clear and has a long one booming off the ceiling. Well read, and a better read defensively as Andy realizes that's coming right back at him. 2:04 to go. Chance for Game of Throws, taken aside. This will pop up. Chance for Parker. He's got it. That's a gorgeous play. Good control. 1-0 lead.
Yeah, actually very good control. You see Andy, he comes all the way off the ceiling, but he still maintains possession on the ball, forcing Mom to make that challenge. The challenge goes straight to Parker, who has all the control. Lego is struggling to readjust, and all Parker has to do is carry it in. It's a great first goal for Game of Throws, and this is what we wanted to see all season.
118 seconds to go in game number 2. 1-0 lead in the series for Mamba Milegos. Game of Throws starting to threaten that as they have their first lead of the series. This is Parker. Back to midfield, taken in by Lego. Lego loses a little bit of possession, gets it back, tries far side. Good defensive touch by Parker. It'll be into the corner. of the Game of Throws guys. Chance in right in the blue box. Pass down from Andy on the takeaway. Parker and Andy in the same spot at the same time. That's a problem. Looks like it'll be Andy who gets the defensive touch. Might be able to turn this as well. Loses the angle. Tries to get it past one. Needs a second touch. Not going to happen. Lego with the clear. Up is Parker. Parker keeps it in. Left wing side. Doing a better job of possessing that ball. Off the corner. Taken away by Mom. Mom with the ricochet back out to midfield. And Parker will keep it himself. Parker, hesitation play, goes off the back, nearly found the angle, but a good defensive play by Lego keeps that ball away from the goal line.
You can just see right now, Mom by Me Legos, they've been in their own half for quite some time. The offense from Game of Throws is starting to awaken here in Game 2. But still, that being said, it's only a 1-goal difference here. All they have to do is score one. We could possibly see an OT in Game 2. They are not out of the woods just yet.
30 seconds left. One of these teams has a hero on the roster. Will the Game of Throws guys confirm Game 2, or will we have a tie and head into overtime? Parker loses his life on that back wall in the offensive end. Andy will keep it. Great read by Lego. That's an opportunity to tie the game. Can he do it? He can! 15 seconds left, and it's a 1-1 game.
And what an adjustment from Lego. First of all, a great read as he's so high on that sidewall, and then he just beats Andy to the ball with what little boost he picks up on the way to the black-blue wall in order to tie this one up. 15 seconds left on regulation, Curtis.
And this game not over, and we're not in overtime just yet. Both these teams probably looking to close it out before that happens. Andy goes down, has the ceiling play, trying to finish it with no boost. Oh, what a save! Mom is there on the defensive side to take it away. Still, Mom has a chance. That's an empty net. He's got it. They score. 2-1. Game over. Mom by Me Legos takes a 2-0 lead in the series.
And he puts it on target. A great shot from Mom with 0 seconds on the clock to finish out game number 2. We talked about a shot placement in game 1, and he still holds true in game 2, even with no set time on the clock.
That was chaotic, to say the least, in that last 5 seconds. The ceiling play coming down. Nobody on defense for the Game of Throws guys as they leave an empty net in the back with time on the clock. A crucial mistake, and now they have to try to win 3 straight to get ahead.
15 seconds were in between those two goals. Last 15 seconds of the game, they say, okay, we'll tie it up now, and then, you know, we'll score a nice 0-second goal.
And play it safe, right?
Right? Insane, but we talked about it as the time was ticking down. Although Game of Thrones had that 1-goal lead and they hit all the pressure, it was only a 1-goal lead. And Mom by Me Legos shows the difference there between what a 1-goal lead and a 2-goal lead looks like.
That's a massive development as we go into Game 3. If you are Game of Throws, how do you bring back this momentum that you had in Game 2? You owned the majority of that game, but not the time that mattered in the last 30 seconds.
And that's tough, right? You found seemingly your offense for the most part. You regained control of the match, at least in terms of the pace on the field. And all it took was 1 or 2 mistakes in terms of you just wherever on the field, and you got punished for it by a team that wasn't going to let that happen. In this game number 3, you got to find that. You got to find your offense, but you got to also close out the opportunities. Obviously, the 1-goal lead isn't enough for Game of Throws, so we got to see more of them as we get into Game 3.
Well, they're trying for that first strike immediately. The bump is on target, and Andy has the first strike for Game of Throws.
And we want to see more offense. We want to see them get in the face of Mom by Me Legos. This is one way to do it. Andy with the pop-up, and then he sees Mom and immediately says, okay, we're going to take you out the game. We're scoring first, and we're keeping that energy going into Game 3. They need to win this, Curtis.
Might have to ask him if that was calculated or not. Either way, 1-0 lead for Game of Throws at a time when they need it. This will be a chance for Parker to take it up the side. Mom is the interrupt back in towards midfield, taken aside by Lego. Lego puts us off the back, tries to finish it, but ends up putting it straight again at the back wall whence it just was. Andy is there, loses this to Mom. Oh, and a good demo in front. Defensive touch is going to be for Parker Andy as he takes this in towards the offensive end. Tries to defer to Parker. That's a problem. And eventually Game of Throws will regroup back in their own end. Oh, that's another opportunity for Lego to get one on net. 1-0 lead, 4:11 to go. Andy will wait. Goes right at him. Good save. Patient save as Mom had a strike right at him. To midfield. Chance for Lego. That's off the back. Mom lurking, has a touch, but it goes off the trunk and not quite at the net. And we played about 1:10 inside game number 3, a game, of course, that Game of Thrones needs to keep the series alive, but a lot of possession garnered here by Mom Buy Me Legos as they try to play the offensive end as long as possible.
Yeah, it's still great defense from Game of Thrones. Obviously, they were lacking in the possession department there, as Mom Buy Me Legos just a lot of pressure on the ball, keeping them in their own in for like the past, I want to say, minute or so. But despite all of that, as long as they're able to clear this out, again, they still have the 1 goal lead, but we saw last game that you need more than that if you want to take a game. So they're still going to play that aggressive offense, but they got to be careful not to make any mistakes.
It's a long, booming clear back in the area of Game of Throws. Challenge is a good one as Parker's going to try to survive the challenge. Andy's going to have to rotate back and play defense. The flip is not good. That's off the crossbar and in. And Lego's going to be the beneficiary of a defensive misplay.
Yeah, very much so. You see Parker go over the mid boost, but he doesn't pick it up because there is no mid boost there. By the time he goes over the corner is just respawned. But still, Andy, he misses that side flip, and he needs to hit that because his teammate is completely out of boost. He can't do anything.
1-1 game as we approach halftime. Finally, the Mom Buy Me Legos guys have evened it up and haven't waited until the last 15 seconds to do so. This will bounce off the corner. Chance in front, crossbar, and down for Lego as 2 straight for Mom Buy Me Legos.
And it only takes 1 for these guys to get it going. And that 1 slow misplay goal, next thing you know, they completely turn on the offense. It's a close corner of the net that's open, but that's all Lego needs to take the lead.
That is a good start by Mom Buy Me Legos as they answer the goal and get back ahead. They call that a call and a raise in poker. This will be off the back. Chance, and a near nasty play as that was Andy who had a chance to really wow us there. Chance for Mom. Dribble play, the control is on point, but Parker gets back just in time to keep it away. Parker off the nose. Takes this into the corner. Looks to try to get it in front. Goes off that corner, Mom with possession. Gets it past 1. This is going to bounce off the back and may bounce into frame. It's over the head of Mom. Coming in is Lego. Lego, patient play, looking for the double, goes just to the right of it. And that demo is going to thwart their offensive chance and give Game of Thrones a chance the other side. This is a shot. Good save by Mom. Off the hood, going back towards the net.
And Mom had got demoed while Lego was in midair. That was a perfect opportunity for Game of Thrones to come back and take the lead. But whoa! Mom able to just sneak one in. And there's just... Andy, he has that back corner boost. I guess he just wasn't expecting the speed from the flip.
Yeah, instant offense as Mom made the save on the other end and just controls it all the way downfield. You called it. Andy went for that boost, and that's the right play, but just did not anticipate the speed that Mom was coming in.
There's just like a split-second hesitation.
Yep.
And that makes all the difference.
And it does indeed. 3-1. Mom Buy Me Legos trying to put themselves into the next round. Have a chance to do so. It's Andy. Andy loses possession. Mom is there. Mom will defer. Lego shot on net, crossbar and down. Crossbar again, and eventually it'll be cleared away by Andy, who now takes it in his own end. He has the aerial rotation, but Mom with the takeaway. Good save off the crossbar by Parker. And he again will lose possession. And Mom Buy Me Legos finding their groove on the possession style as they've had it for a majority of this game.
Yeah, a struggle right now from Game of Thrones by the looks of it is just maintaining boost. Parker made some great saves earlier, but he still has just been very low on boost, using it all for offense. Oh, what a demo. It completely threw Andy out of the play, unfortunately, as that was almost going to be a goal there scored. Mom trying to get a sneaky shot in. Can they send it the other way? No, it's just complete control by Mom Buy Me Legos right now as they're looking to close this out.
50 seconds to go in this third game. They need a goal, and they need it quick, but they don't need that. Transition in possession goes back to Lego. It'll go back into the Game of Thrones end. They lose possession in their own corner. That's in frame, scores. Mom is likely going to put this series away.
Yeah, it's a good effort from Mom. Obviously, he's been a shooter all game. This is going to be his 2nd goal scored out of 7 shots, but man, you talk about that side angle. These guys are really good at just reading their own touches off the back wall and just putting them in. The defense has to be stronger in that department, but just wasn't there this game.
Reminder on the other side, Seoul Esports and MWL20 are underway. Winner of this game plays them in the winner's final, and Parker gets one back. They're not out of the woods yet, still 28 left.
Yeah, you're right, 28 left. And normally I would be like, you know, but after we saw the game 2, 15 seconds, 2 goals in 15 seconds, I can't put it by them. There's still a chance here.
Still indeed, 14 seconds per goal is all they need if you're doing the math at home. Get it going. Chance for Andy on the kick, but it'll go the way of Mom. It'll go back to Parker, however. Parker with the dribble play. That's off the back. Can they do it? It's a chance, but it's well read by Mom. Mom takes possession deep, and that will probably remove any chance to get 2. This will be one off the crossbar. Game of throws. Gets one off the side. Andy will lose possession. Parker's still there. At least has it back to Andy. Parker towards the empty net. They got to leave a second on the clock. They can't do it. And that is going to end things for a game of throws in this series. They go down 3-0. However, this was more competitive than a 3-0 scoreline would indicate. Definitely
so. There was plenty of Game of Throws, we talk about them. They came out very early, and they were able to strike first in Game 2 and Game 3. But they just weren't able to hold that lead. And it was rough to see, especially because after Game 2, it looked like that was their game. The last 15 seconds, so Mom by Me Legos, they came together, and they were just able to completely turn it on. And they kept that momentum going into game number 3, and we're just able to get that 4-1 victory.
Man, if those 2 goals in the 15 seconds at the end of Game 2 don't happen, this is a much different series. You and I are probably still casting, and we're probably looking at a 2-2 series tie. It's amazing how much the momentum in this game can change in a split second, and that's exactly what happened at the end of that game, and they carried it into Game 3 pretty handily.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you talk about Mom buy me Legos. Those guys are going to move forward, and they're looking like a threat right now. I mean, their Mom specifically, like the amount of shots he's been able to put on net, and the fact that his placement is like the top tier right now in terms of this tournament. He's going to be they're going to be a team to watch as we progress further.
Well, as we look ahead, winner of that one, of course, Mom by Me Legos, they will take on the winner of Seoul Esports and MWL20 in the winner's final, which we will have for you next. Stay tuned. We've got more on the way from MidwestLAN 20 and the Rocket League 2v2 Open presented by Mad City. Stay with us.